Hey and welcome to the very first lesson of traffic generation, and in this video we are going to be talking about building relationships with other bloggers and the most important element of launch traffic. So building relationships with other bloggers is something most new bloggers don't do, yet it is the one thing that they have to do. So I'm going to admit that when I first started my blogging career, I didn't do this and I deeply regret it. So when people start blogging, their main focus is on writing. That's a good thing, but too much time spent on writing and not enough time spent on building relationships will take your blog forever to build a following. This is a true and tested method to building your brand, getting your name out there, and bringing in loyal and relevant traffic. So if you just write great content all the time, you will build traffic, but it's going to take much longer than if you just actively build relationships with other bloggers. So as tedious as it sounds, it's actually not hard at all. And let me show you how to do it. So the first step is finding and writing a list of the top blogs in your niche. If you haven't already done this, there are a few ways to do this. So Google is the first one. Simply just type into Google your niche plus blogs. So here I just typed in fitness blogs, and you're gonna get a list of the top blogs in that category. And even some websites will have a list of the 60 or a number must-read health fitness blogs. So these are great resources as well. And number two, I've said this many times before, alltop.com. So it's a resource of bloggers in every single niche. Just type in your blog and type in your niche and it's gonna come up with a list of different blogs. Number three, it's called blogcatalog.com. So it's a catalog, it's a website about other blogs. So you could go on blogcatalog.com and click on browse blogs, and it's going to give you a bunch of different blogs to go from, and all these blogs are pretty popular. Number four, it's something called semrush.com, and what this shows is once again it's a list of the top blogs by keyword. So here I typed in travel, and it just shows you a list of the search results. So Adventurous Kate, travel blog, Nomadic Mad, expenditure. So use those sites to gather a list of all the top blogs in your niche. You want to be looking for their social reach, how many comments they get on each post, and their domain authority and the owner's email, or if you can't find the email, a contact form. Domain authority can be found by typing in their domain into smallseotools.com/domain authority checker. And if that's a bit too long, you can just simply type in domain authority checker into Google. And I typed in Adventurous Kate from our previous result, and it showed a domain authority of 52.87, which is great, which is fine. As long as it's higher than your one should probably be very low. As long as it's higher than yours, then it's great. Put it in your list. So the reason for this is you want to spend the most effort where it counts. So start with a list of maybe 5 to 6 bloggers, as too many will be overwhelming and too little will mean less shares and a lower chance of successful relationships. Step number 2 is where the magic happens. So after collecting a list of all the top influencers in your niche, it's time to build a relationship with them. Much like any other successful relationship in real life, you want to start slow and have a long-term plan. So don't think they will share your content tomorrow. Pushing things too fast, you'll come off as spammy and even creepy. Take it easy, just like real life. So the best way to ensure that they notice you is to help them out with no intention of receiving anything in return. So this sets you up as an unconditional value giver, is what I call it. There are a few ways to become an unconditional value giver, and I'm going to share with you the best strategies for doing this. So step number 1 is blog commenting. So sign up to feedly.com and subscribe to the blogs that you have in your list. This lets you know when they've uploaded a new article. Feedly.com is an RSS feed, and every time a blog creates a new article, it will let you know. So every time they post a new article, read it, understand it, even write notes on it, and then write a comment. Make sure it is as valuable as possible. Expand on the article if you have any tips of your own, and don't forget to put your website in the your website section. So here's what I mean. Put in your name, your email, and then a link back to your site, because when you submit a comment, your name will become a link, and people, if you leave a good comment, people will click on it and it'll take them back to your blog. So here's a comment I left on a pro blogger, a blog on blogging, and it's me trying to be as helpful as I can. I'm going to read it out to you. Great post, Jerry. I just want to add the following stats, which can back up a lot of what you're saying and might be helpful to some people. And it's basically just stats I found from a research done by Conductor. Strategy number 2 is to incorporate their content in your blog. So when you're writing an article, you want to reference something from another blog and link out to them. So for every 1,000 words you write, you want to be linking between 15 to 25 other websites that have influenced that particular article. So what I mean by this, so let's say you make a point in your blog and you want to back it up. So you could do something like, according to blogger name, the domain name, dogs respond better to rewards when, and the blue part is the link to their website. Or you could even just go ahead and do dogs respond better to rewards when, and link to the website with the point you're making. So let me quickly show you some examples of what I mean. This one person, his name's Neil Patel. He's an internet marketer. He's, in my opinion, the best at this. In every article, he's got a ton of links, and you should definitely follow him. So let's go with this one and see if he has any links. So let's scroll down now, and instantly at the very beginning, he's got a link out to another blog. Actually, that's an internal link. He's linking to himself, to another blog that he owns, but it's still a different blog to this one. Double your blog search traffic. Well, that's an internal link to the same website. Let's see here. Here you go. Here's the first link to an external blog, Content Marketing Institute. So you know that if Neil Patel does it, one of the best bloggers out there, then you know that it's effective. So every time he links out to someone else, he's going to be sending them an email or shooting them a tweet saying, I've mentioned you in your blog, in my blog, sorry. And literally in every paragraph, he's got at least one link. So let's open another article. This strategy is extremely effective, especially if you're just starting out. So let's pick another article. Let's go with the Beginner's Guide to Writing a Data-Driven Post. There you go. Instantly, he's got a link, another link, another link, another link. So you don't have to do it as much as Neil Patel. He does it extremely well, but do it whenever you can. Whenever you provide data, back it up with a link to someone else's blog, or you could even do a quote. And it's an extremely effective way to getting your name out to another blogger and getting yourself known. So Neil Patel is amazing at it. So like I said, every 1,000 words or so, you're going to be wanting between 15 to 25 links. That's the realistic benchmark. You know, some people will try and do 50 links, which will just jumble up your blog and make it essentially useless. So So a very, very effective strategy. And then once you've done that, send them so every blog you link, you want to send that blogger an email with a subject line, I linked your blog in our article, and the template will be something like this. Hey blogger name, I absolutely love your blog. I liked your advice, idea, tip on whatever the reason to why you linked them, and included it in my latest post. I would be flattered if you could check it out, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to share it. Regards, your name. So let's say you have 15 links in that article. You could email it to those 15 bloggers, and you're sure to get at least a few shares from that, as long as your content is relatively good. Another method of contacting the bloggers is when you share it on social media. Let's say you tweet it or you're sharing on Facebook, tag them in your post so they can see you've mentioned them in your article. Second way is to implement their advice. So let's say you have a travel blog and you've been following advice from another travel blog or another blog similar to yours on how to monetize that blog, for example. Then you implement what they're teaching and see what the results are. And then once you've done that, shoot them an email or share it on social media and let them know that they've helped you. So this is a little ego boost. Everyone loves helping other people, feels good. This makes them look good, whilst at the same time they feel good that that what they're doing is helping someone. And then in your email template say, hey blogger name, I absolutely love your blog. I read this whatever article you read and decided to implement it, and here are my results. Keep up the good work. All the best. Your name and your website. And you'll find that a lot of them will want to share their advice, because people like knowing that what they're teaching is working, and they want other people to know that what they're teaching is working. So this is another very good tip. And then when you share it on Twitter, for example, you could try the tip from, if they've got Twitter, tag them in, and here are the results, and enter your results, or have a link to the website where the results are.